What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe B Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know what's funny is last night everything uploaded really well, and I was so thankful of how we were able to do the live stream. And everything was like a blur. It was like a 6-hour long live stream, and I literally stood up the whole time, and it was crazy. Um, Looking back this morning from the Cowboys pick, boy, it's really raw and emotional, and I can't wait for you guys to see this. You know, we get into our feelings, and boy, did we all get into our feelings last night. It was crazy because, no matter what the team does, people aren't going to be happy. There's always going to be somebody who's upset with the picks that we make, or we should have done this, or we should have done that. In the end, the reality is we need time to see if these guys are going to be the ones. The Chargers, when they drafted Ryan Leaf, they didn't realize they were making the biggest mistake in their history. But sometimes it works out that way. Sometimes you end up drafting a guy and saying, well, we need a camp body, and they end up becoming a great quarterback. That's the great thing about the NFL. We really don't know how these picks are going to be for a couple of years, and I'm going to go on board and say, here's my thing right here. This is a bold prediction. I'm going to say that Mazzi Smith is going to have a better career than Jordan Davis. Yeah, I said that. I'm putting it out there to the universe, and I'm going to say for a couple of reasons that I think he's going to be better. One, he's got one hellacious coach. And to me, there's a big void for the Dallas Cowboys that you need somebody to step into that breach and to be able to be that guy. Two, the players that are around him are going to help make that guy a lot better. See, here's the thing. Jordan Davis, coming from the Georgia Bulldogs, which literally had elite talent at every position, sometimes you look better because of all the people that are around you than you do when you're on a lesser team. It's one of the reasons why a lot of times you'll see a guy who looked like he was an absolute positive beast in college, who went to a big school that has other guys on that same, side of the field that are drafted into pros. Well, they're a big fish in a little pond. Thing is when you go to the NFL, you sometimes are now, or you not sometimes, you are now the little fish in the big pond. And it's different because now you're playing against elite players all over the place, and you may not have that supporting cast that you had. And sometimes guys that are great players on lesser squads become better players than the great ones on a great squad. And that's where I'm going to go ahead and bet on Mazzi Smith. For me, okay, I know Cowboy fans, it wasn't a sexy pick. It wasn't the pick that you really wanted. It wasn't the guy, the sizzle that you get with it. But this may end up being a game changer. I'm old enough to remember how guys like Russell Maryland and Leon Lett were the difference makers on that defensive line that could stop the run and could push the pocket. And we haven't had anybody like that since probably Jay Ratcliffe. So don't be mad. Give this brain trust a chance. As Jerry Jones says, drafting has not been our problem. And I don't think that this one's going to be a problem for the Cowboys. I think it's going to be a problem for other people. So I don't know if you had a chance to see any of our draft coverage. I am going to get the reaction. I'm actually working on getting it cut up right now as we speak in the lobby. When you see how Randy Seitz and how DMV and how surprised that Game Time was with this pick and the emotion, literally, DMV was pissed off at me. He was literally like, I'm sick of this shit. And, it's kind of interesting to say the least. But definitely much watch YouTube. And it's just beginning. We only got one round in the books. We still have another 6. Stay tuned to the Joe B Sports Report. You're going to get a different look today. I'm Mark Holmes, and well, we're going to keep bringing it to you. Peace.